Hi guys, welcome to another online class. Today we're going to be making this card right here, and this uses the background bits hostess set and the Petal palette stamp set, which actually has two in it, but we're only using this image here today, and we'll be using the thank you and the background writing from this one. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start with the rose image, and I'm using smoky slate to stamp that. Let's say about there. And then I've already pre-cut a mask out of a post-it note. And so when you cut your masking out, I usually recommend to go just inside the outline. That way when we pop it on, you will just see, I'll lift it up so you might be able to see a bit better. You'll just see the edge of what I haven't masked. And that's okay, because the paper itself provides a bit of a halo around the area. So if you don't cut in, you'll end up with just a little white line. But by cutting in, we should be able to avoid that. Now I'm going to use basic grey to do my background stamping. Just because it's a little bit deeper, a little bit darker than the smoky slate. It's a bit crooked, that's alright. Just going to kind of work down some lines. Yeah, to about there. Oh gosh, that one's crooked too. Who let me do this, honestly? Okay, so then we're going to start our colouring. And I'm going to colour the image using our blends. I'm going to start with the dark cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to go in and go over the top of those dark areas, or the outline shape. I'm not going to be terribly precise about this, because anywhere it goes over, it will be fine anyway. It'll just provide a different highlight or shadowed area within the flower, which is perfectly fine. We like to. Then I'm just going to add in our light colour. Now I'm not going to really blend these guys. I'm just going to kind of mix it in between. Slight blend on the edges. Just basically let the textures do their job. Now, once I've done the first one, I'll move on to the second. With the alcohol markers, they do tend to level out quite a lot, so you don't have to be super careful about trying to stop lines or anything like you would with other markers, because they do just kind of level themselves out and just provide a nice even coverage. Hopefully this recording's not too jerky today, and for some reason my camera just keeps deciding to stop recording, so it's a little bit odd. Hopefully it doesn't do it and I don't notice. We'll end up missing a whole lot. Okay, so that's it for my cherry cobbler. I'm going to do the same thing using Old Olive. Again, I'll go in with the dark first, get those basic outlines in. And if you just had only one tone, if you only had the light tone or whatever, you could just colour and not put in the dark one. Because you've got that colour underneath, it's going to automatically give a bit of a shaded look. And I'm going to show you an example in just a sec of how using that underneath colour can be great. Okay, now you might notice at this point that this one doesn't have the same definition that this one has. That's because with this one, what we do, come in with your Stampin' Write marker, which is your normal water-based marker. Come in the same colour, so I've got the Old Olive. Sorry guys, the camera cut out there and I didn't realise, I'm not exactly sure at this stage how much we missed, but anyway. Here we are with our coloured image. So we stamped it, we used our dark blend, followed by our light blend, and then we've outlined in our Stampin' Write marker. So hopefully I have all of that in there, and you actually got to see what that looked like, but that gave us our definition around the outside of the stamp. And it gave us the opportunity to have our leaves and our flowers in two separate colours, rather than often when we stamp them they all end up having to be one colour. Okay, next I'm just going to pop our greeting in. So I'm using Cherry Cobbler for this one, and I've got the thank you stamp from the Background Bits Hostess set. There's also a thank you in the Petal palette, but I like this one. And again a bit crooked, but it matches the rest of the card this time, doesn't it? Okay, so that's fairly simple. I've got about 12 centimetres of burlap ribbon here. So I'm just going to grab some tear and tape, I'm going to run it along the back of it like this. And tear off the back. Going. I want it to be about there. So I'm going to do that there. Trim my end. And fold it over the back. There we are. And then we'll add that to a Cherry Cobbler base, which I've had pre-scored. Hold that bottom down a bit because it does want to push up because you've wrapped that ribbon around. Alright, and our final touches for this one, I'm going to use these white enamel shapes. What I'm going to do is take it, they come with adhesive already on the back, which we're not going to use, so I'm going to just get a sharp tool. Hopefully you can see this. Oh, it's going to misbehave. Of course it is. All the others, when I didn't have a camera going, worked perfectly. Alright, I'm going to try another one. It should just lift up at the edge and peel off, but they're not going to because I've got a camera going. Okay, let's try again. Not in focus. Not focus for me. There we go. So we just use the scissors, flick this side of it. It should come up. Some of want to misbehave. It doesn't want to focus today. I'll focus on this. There we go, got it focused. Momentarily. You can see that. It's really hard to see. I'm just peeling the white layer off the back of these embellishments. Like that. So it just peels off. So obviously now it's not going to stick because I just peeled off the sticky part. So just going to add a couple of drops of glue to that. Don't need a lot. Pop it on and then just squish it down. They just kind of make it look like these little drops of water or something on there. Here's another one, just that, and peel. Whoop, don't need that white bit, do we? Upside down. There we are. So that's that one. Now, I've got a couple of other examples too. So here's one where I stamped it in white, and with the wisp white you do need to wait a bit longer for it to dry, or to use your heat tool, because it is a pigment ink, so it takes a bit longer to dry. And then I've used a crumb cake on the side here, and haven't removed the backings from the white enamel dots. I've got the wild organza ribbon. And then here's one where I've used basically the same technique. I've used the white in the background, but then I've coloured over the blends exactly like we did today. Actually, that's what I missed doing. I forgot to put the shadowing in this one. That's what makes it look wrong. That's alright, I can still add it in now. It's not too late. Just add a slight grey shadow in behind there. And that'll just help a bit with that 3D kind of look as well. And the closer you want it to look to the page, the darker you want that shadow, or the more defined, sorry, you want that shadow. So you have, if I go like that, and it's quite a solid look, makes it look like it's quite close to the page. If you want it to look like it's coming away from the page, use your white or your colour lifter on the edge of that. That'll soften down the edge, and you won't end up with quite as defined an edge on that shadowing there in behind. There we are. A bit underneath this leaf up here as well. I'll blame the camera cutting out on me all the time that I missed doing that. Alright, there we are. Thank you for joining me today. Alright, catch you later. Bye!